everybody come on in here. We're going to be speaking from this area, so you guys are doing right. Everybody that's hanging out back there, come on in, guys. We're going to have a little fun, so everybody needs to get in here. I see a bunch of boys and girls hanging around outside the fence. Come on in here, guys. The Boss family, come on in. You never know, you might miss out on something. Well, it's awesome to see so many boys and girls starting to roll in. The Nebraska Cattlemen's Classic is very excited to start this new fall edition. Do you guys know why we started this? Because we want to bring more opportunities to each and every one of you. Because in February, we don't have near enough time to do some of these things. All of the sponsors here at the Classic is what enable us to bring these opportunities to you. And before we start kind of our fitting demo and product demo, I'm very honored and want to recognize we have a new sponsor here at the Classic, and it's the Cooper family with Cooper Feeds. And it's my honor to introduce Rob and his wife Jody, and they're going to tell you a little bit about their program, where they're located, and I'm sure some of you have seen them ringside showing at State Fair and Exarban. So let's put our hands together and recognize and thank them for coming here.
Thank you very much. I certainly appreciate the opportunity to get in front of you guys and talk to you a little bit. I'm Robert Cooper, my wife Jody Cooper. Together we own Cooper Specialty Feeds, a relatively new show feed company. We built a plant in Union, Nebraska. If you don't know where Union is, it's about 30 miles straight south of Omaha. We've started making feed there about 4 years ago, specializing almost solely on cattle, sheep, and goat feed. And we make a few supplements for some other species, but the complete feeds are primarily all cattle, sheep, and goats. Just to give you a little bit of background, why we did what we did. I'm a consulting nutritionist for cattle, have been doing that for over 20 years. Plus, we've had a passion for the livestock showing industry throughout Jody and I's childhood, and then with our kids, a real passion for that. Throughout those years, we've fed a lot of different show feeds. We've tried to formulate, me being a nutritionist, a lot of different show feeds. We have tried to feed every supplement that's known to man. If sometimes you saw our supplement table and we fed a scoop of everything to our animals, it would drive you crazy. So over the years, we really tried to focus on, okay, what really does make a difference? What are we seeing that works? What is some information, some data behind? And then what is just, window dressing, things that really don't make as much difference. What we tried to do is we designed a mill. Our mill is not designed for lots of feed output. It is a relatively small mill. It's designed for making things very, very good and very, very consistent. Our number one goal is to make every day, every batch, every bag be exactly like the one before. So we spend a lot of time and money and effort in trying to make that happen, and we keep improving, getting better every day, but that's what we spend a lot of time and focus on. Like I said, our primary feeds are cattle, sheep, and goats. These are all cattle people in front of us, so we have a booth right here behind you. If you want to visit with us about what products we have to offer, we'd sure love to visit with you. Here in the next day or two, if you want to come grab me and we'll go look at your animal and you can ask me, okay, what do you think we should be feeding it? We'll sure do that too. We have products ranging from very low energy, high fill products all the way to very high energy finishing type products that we think we can tailor match each of your animals and help you get the most out of those projects. You want to add anything?
Cole Cooper is our son. He's been showing at State Fair for 10 years, I guess, at this point. He's got one more year left, so we're a little sad, and we've had a good run. So you'll learn. You're all kind of new kids, so a lot of you. So you have your first question. Let's do a question first.
Oh, I'm supposed to have a question?
Yeah. Give us a question.
what's the most important thing about feed? And I should have told you this. Here, I'm going to tell you first. I'm going to back up. Before you ask the questions, I'll give you the answers. So there's 3 things that I think are most important about feed. One is the animals have to like it. If they don't eat it, it doesn't matter how good it is. They have to eat it. And that comes to feed and supplements. The second thing is the nutrition behind it. You know, what is the nutrition behind it? How good is that nutrition behind those feed products and supplements? And then the third thing is consistency. It's got to be consistent each and every time. So.
First bag and the last bag that you feed all need to work the same. And that's what we specialize in. That's what we like to specialize in.
All right, so I think Jody wants to hand out some hats. So I just gave the answers. Someone raise your hand and tell me what's the most important thing. You pick. All right. Second most important thing. All right, right here. Consistency. It's right up there. Yes, consistency. And what's one more? Someone throw their hand up. Right here. Go ahead. I can't hear. Yep. All right. You got another question, Jody? All right. Someone show their hand up and point to our booth. He wants to tell us. Yeah, that's a good answer. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, we got 2 more hats left. All right. All right. So most of our, and this is not, it's becoming not unique to our feed by any means, but each of our complete show feed has ground corn cobs as part of that feed. It has since day one. Can someone tell me what the advantage of ground corn cobs is for cattle feed? Right in the back. There you go. It adds to that fill, that big belly appearance that we're wanting in these show cattle right now. So, good job. One more? Okay. Does anybody, we have, what do we have? 14 dealers and growing. Our dealer network is growing. It's one of those things that's happening every day, and we're slowly adding dealers areas. Can anybody raise their hand and tell us where one of our dealers are? But for a list of dealers, you can get on our website. CooperFeeds.com has a list of our dealers. Please come see us. Good luck in the fitting contest. Thank you for listening to us. And for those that have tried our feed, thank you very much for trying it. Those that haven't, please do. Thanks.
Let's put our hands together. Thank these guys for being here, and thanks for Cooper Feeds being a new sponsor. All right, we're going to learn a little bit about a lot of different things. How many of you like going to a cattle sale? All right, watching on the computer, sitting there by Dad, and what's always a statement? Bid one more time, right? Bid one more time. Everybody kind of has this conception of maybe the higher I bid, the better I'm going to do. But you know what? We're going to learn about this afternoon that it's not a matter of how much money you spend on your calf. It's a matter of how much hard work you want to do in the barn, how good a job you do feeding your calves, and we've got some great people that are going to talk to us about all of that. First and foremost, you guys see all this cool stuff lined up here? Obviously, we got 1st through 5th, but we got jackets for everybody. We got a bag of feed for everybody. We've got soap for everybody. We've got some Sure Champ gel back there for everybody that's in the fitting contest. So we're going to have a ton of fun and do a lot of neat things. A lot of this is coming from Sullivan and Weavers, and Fred is over at the Sullivan trailer, so he's going to duck out. He's not going to come talk to us, but we're very honored. Brad Hurst is here and his wife Sherry. Brad, do you want to come out and tell them anything about some products? Come on out, Brad. He wants you to come to him a little bit. And don't watch your watch. We got plenty of time today.
Good afternoon. Okay, this is going to take longer than what I thought if you all don't work with me here. Let's try it again. Good afternoon. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about some daily hair care. Ronette made the comment that you can spend all the money you want to and buy the best calf, whether it be steer or heifer, that you can afford. And if you don't do the things at home that need to be done, you're not going to be near as successful. How many of you have heard the comment that every show that you go to is won at home prior to you getting there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's good. Because I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you don't do the legwork at home, you can have the best one there is, and you can have the best presentation you can do, but you're not necessarily going to be successful every time. So some things you got to do at home. We're going to talk about daily hair care real quick, just a few products. This Procharge aerosol, how many of you have used it? Okay. This is an awesome product to use every day at home. It provides great conditioning. It's not real heavy. It's not real greasy, but it is a great product to use every day at home. Can anybody tell me when the best time is to use this product? You can use it at a show. I'm looking for, go ahead. Say it again. Okay, after you're done washing and then drying, go ahead. Well, sweetie, no, I wouldn't say you want to use it at a fitting contest. And here's why, because it is a little bit oily and a little bit greasy. Pardon? At a cattle show, yeah, that'd be great. Here, I'm going to tell you, we absolutely love this product at home. Let me back up just a little bit. Sherry and I, our kids were raised showing cattle. We spent way more times on the outside of that trailer window years than we have on the inside. This is a product that we love to use every day at home. We'll get them in the morning, either feed and or rinse, and then once we get ready to tie them into the stall, we'll use, and I didn't bring them over here, it's Procharge Liquid and Pro Polish in a mix. We'll use those throughout the course of the day. This is a product that you want to use in the evenings when you get ready to turn them out. So those of you that said at the show, yes, you're absolutely correct, because you can use them in the evening tonight before you go to tie them out, and then in the morning when you put them back on the wash rack, you can rinse or wash, and then go to the other liquid, the other liquid product. But this is a great product to use every evening. It will provide you a lot of conditioning. How many of you have had that dry, flaky skin around tail heads or around hocks? If all of you don't raise your hands, I'm going to question you because that's where it's at. This is an awesome product to use in those areas. All over the whole body, but you can put a little more in those areas and blow it in and comb it in. And when I say blow it in, normally when we would dry a calf, we're going to start at the back and blow to the front, correct? Because we want to push all of that water out. With any kind of product that you add, you don't want to blow it that way. You want to blow it directly in to the hair and the hide. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? If you blow it like you would drying one, the product that you put in, you're blowing out. Okay. Another product that we want to talk about, shampoos. We have a couple shampoos. One of them's relatively new. The other one is more so new. How many have black cattle? Wow, okay. I should have expected that, but okay. This new shampoo, the Purifying Shampoo, is an awesome product for darker cattle and especially black. When we talk about daily hair care, it's best to use the right products or the best products that you can for your specific breed and or color. The Purifying Shampoo, as you see, it looks kind of like a whitening shampoo, correct? Because most whitening shampoos are a purple color. It is actually designed to enhance the color of your black cattle. In other words, bring out the true color. Like you take a black pickup and you wash it and then you put wax on it. It brings out that color or that shine. That's what the Purifying Shampoo has done. Works great. You can use it on any other color, but it's typically designed more so for the black cattle or darker colored cattle. The Shimmer Shampoo. How many of you have seen this? Anybody used it? The Shimmer Shampoo is, I say new, it's been out for a while, but it is a combination of a whitening shampoo and our Weaver brightening shampoo. The brightening shampoo, and I didn't bring it over either, it has what they call optical enhancers in it. How many of you have spilled a bit of diesel fuel on the concrete and then put water on it? What happens? It bubbles? Okay. Who else said? What happens? It can get stained. If you take it, what it does is, if you take, and diesel fuel is a specific, it works great. I'm not telling you to go home and try this at home, but if you spill it and it gets water on it, you can literally see purples, reds, yellows, greens. It gives you like a rainbow effect. That's what the optical enhancers do in our brightening shampoo. Those mixed in with the whitening of the shimmer give you both the whitening and the brightening or the color enhancement. Now here's the nice thing about the Shimmer Shampoo. How many of you normally use whitening shampoo? Or have normally used it? What happens if you leave it in just a little bit too long? It does. It leaves a little stain, a bluish purplish tint. The Shimmer Shampoo does not do that. And that's one thing that we really like about it on our Herefords is you don't have to worry about it. You can put it in, you can rub it in, you can actually even let it sit for a little while you go to the next spot. Great product. The other one we're going to talk about is Degreasing Shampoo. How many of you, after you get through, like today in the fitting contest, you've got to break those cattle down and then wash them? Okay? The Degreasing Shampoo will strip all of the oils out of that breakdown that you're using, leaving them soft and silky. This is not a product that you want to use on a regular basis. Can anybody tell me why? Well, no, it's not oily, sweetie, but what does it do? It what? It can over time. There's something that it's going to do. Anybody tell me? No. It's a degreasing shampoo. It's going to what? Say it again. Not necessarily dry the skin out. Come on, somebody's got this. It's what? It's going to take all the oils and the greasy stuff out, right? Because it's degreasing. We're going to take all of that oily and greasy stuff out. Okay, so now when we do that, what other oils and greasy is it going to take out? Some of you older boys back there that are looking at me like, I know all this stuff. It's going to strip their natural oils out of their hide and hair. So again, this is not, when when Renette approached me about daily hair care stuff, this is not a daily hair care, but it is an excellent product to use, for example, right after this fitting contest. Because right after that, you're going to do what after you wash them? You're going to blow them, that's right. Brush them. What else are we going to do, gang? What have we got to do after we strip all the grease and oils out? Rinse it. We've got to put conditioner back in. You're right. So again, it's not a daily product, but it certainly has its place in our day-to-day operations. Okay, couple other things real quick. Most people look at this as just a wash mitt, okay? Probably every one of you have used one like this or very similar to it. The other thing that this is good for, and we have 2 or 3 of these in our wash bucket. But y'all may think I'm crazy, but I have one of these in my clipper bag also. Why do you suppose I keep one in there? Anybody? Go ahead. Tail? Well, I've already washed them, bub. Hopefully all the dirt's out. But that's a good answer. Okay, we've washed them already. This is a great product right here for working hair. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you get into a lot of those big, long-haired, clubby calves, it's not going to work. But some of the finer, coarser, shorter-haired cattle, again, in our case, it's Herefords, these are great for working hair. Combs, brushes, whatever, but these work awesome. We use these every day. Couple other products real quick, and then I'll get out of here. The original wide-range brush. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. How many of you have one? Great. How many of you are aware of the fact that there is now a new one out that's called a fluffer? We probably don't even need to cover either one of these then. Great product. Still got the ball bristled teeth on it, ball tip teeth. Get down in there to that deep long hair, and then you've got the fluffer short bristles on it to pull that upper or that outer hair up. Awesome products. These 2 products are probably, and this is just me personally, these 2 products are probably 2 of the, I'd say, dozen products that we have in our trailer over there that I am the absolute most proud of. These 2 combs, brushes, whatever you want to call them, these things are absolutely phenomenal, and they will work on any type of hair, any breed of cattle. Absolutely awesome. Any questions on the wide-range brushes? That and a very close family friend of ours is the ones that created them, so maybe that's why I'm a little partial to them. Okay. One more product. This one is like really brand new. What's that look like to everybody? Go ahead. A fluffer brush. Go ahead. A roto brush. Can anybody tell what that brush is made out of? It's what? What do you think it's made out of? Okay. What do you think it's made out of? Feel it. You can feel it. It won't bite. Anybody else? Believe it or not, these are copper wire bristles. Okay? They're not like what you would think of in most cases with copper, like copper bracelets or necklaces or anything like that. They're a very soft copper. but there's a reason that these are made out of copper. This is a brand new roto brush that's just come out. Copper is naturally antimicrobial. The little bit, and I say little bit, those of you that felt it know that it's not terrible bad. The little bit coarser, stiffer bristles are great for exfoliating dry, dead skin and dead hair follicles. If we get rid of those two things, what does that do? Man, I got the same group. You answerers need to step to the back and let some of those at the back come to the front. I'm just kidding. Okay, tell me what happens if we get rid of dead hair follicles and dry skin. It shines. New hair is going to grow back in. It actually stimulates the hide, which does what? Creates blood flow. And blood flow, yeah, I'm looking at you. I thought you said something. When you stimulate blood flow and you stimulate the hide, that's how we get hair growth. This is an awesome new product. Really love it. Anybody got any other questions? Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Anybody else? Do what?
Don't you have to hook it up to, I think it's like an electric screwdriver?
Cordless drill. Yes, you're right. Yep. Anybody else? Thank you, guys.
Hey, let's put our hands together and thank Brad. If you have any more product questions, stop over and talk to them. All right, when we knew we wanted to do a product demo and have somebody work with the kids, and learn about working with your calves, there was a couple that came to my mind instantly, and they're no strangers to you guys, and that's Wayne and Barb Ulrichs at Norfolk. My girls grew up showing, and there was lots of times where, you know what, Barb would come by and be like, hey, Raylan, you need to do this. Why don't you do this for a little bit? Because I have a huge philosophy on working hard at home and brushing and rinsing the right products, the right feeds, and putting in the time morning and night is what's going to help you get to the winner's circle. And it's not just about having the champion steer, but it's about winning showmanship too. And I know a lot of you guys ringside have that passion too. So let's put our hands together and welcome to the ring, Barb Ulrichs.
Well, thanks, guys. It is an honor for me and for Wayne, but right now Wayne's at home taking care of everything at home because we both can't be gone. But for Ronette to give me a call and says, hey, I want you to come and I want you to put on a fitting demonstration. It's kind of like, okay, let me think about this. And I did talk to quite a few people, and I think you guys will agree with me. I can put on a fitting demonstration, and we can have a calf out here, and we can glue up a leg. And you guys are sitting over here. Well, I can't see. Mom, I can't see very good. What are they doing? Well, you guys know as well as I do, you can watch, and it's fun, but it's not like doing it yourself, is it, Kinsley? You put that comb in your hand, and you got that can of glue, and you're trying to do it just like Barb did or just like anybody else does. It looks really easy, but you guys have to do it, and you have to just, it's kind of, even if you're in sports, you all know that too. It looks really easy to throw that football, to shoot that basket, whatever. It is if you get older and you get more experience, and that's the way it is with fitting cattle. The more you do it, the more experience you get, you just get better all the time. You know, when I first started, my uncle would help us some, and then he'd say, well, I got to go work cows. I got to go do something else, you know. And I'd sit there and say, God, I want to do that so bad. And I'd just do things myself. And that's what we want you guys to go home and do in the barn. Just experiment, learn. That's why we're here to tell you about products. That's why I'm here. I'm going to show. We're not going to fit a calf today, because I told Ronette, I says, okay, go back to this fitting deal. I can show you, but until you guys get your hands on it. But most importantly right now, you're starting out with a brand new calf. that you're going to show for this next year. Maybe you've got an older one here, but we've got new calves that we're going to start out with. No different than us at home. When we're breaking new calves for sales or whatever, they come in and they're dirty, and it's kind of like, oh man, that don't look like a show calf. Am I right? Then you wash them and you clip them just a little bit. God, they look better. And the more time you spend with those calves and those calves get to know who you are, they're not going to be jumping all over, and they become your buddies. They trust you. So we want to do things that are going to get their trust, but at the same time, while you're brushing on them and doing all that, that makes them feel good. It's just like somebody scratching your back or hitting all those spots that, oh, that feels good. So that's what we want to do. We want to get the trust of that calf, but I'm also going to show you how to work the hair so that they look better. Whether you guys clip them, mom and dad clip them, or somebody helps you, it is just as important to have that hair all looking really good and working right to clip it as it is to fit it. Because if they're not clipped right, the hair's not working right, it's not any fun to fit them that way. So what we're going to do, instead of bringing a calf out here in the ring, we're going to be just like we're at a show, or just like we're at home and they're tied in the barn. Whether you're here at the show and you're working hair because tomorrow you're going to show them, so you've got that hair to working right, or even like the fitting contest here today, you want that hair all working right, because if you come in here and that hair is dirty, you're not going to be able to fit them very good here today. We want you to be in the barn and have fun with what you're doing and have fun with your animal. That's what it's all about. It's a lot of work, so if y'all don't have fun, why do you want to do this? Shall we go back to the barn and we'll go work some hair, and I'll show you what we do at home? Ready? All right.
Okay, the one thing is she won't have a microphone, but I know Barb can yell pretty loud. So you guys make sure and get up tight to her, okay? And also, make sure you're asking her lots of questions, because trust me, it's really an honor to have a few minutes of her time. So go back there and learn from her, and then when you're all done, the kids in the fitting contest come and see me, okay, in the ring.
All right, let's go, guys.
of the stands, the one thing I'm going to point out, if you're in the stands, guys, be really respectful. Keep the little kids up in the stands. Don't be moving around. Don't make a lot of noise. And especially I'm going to pick on the two dogs right here. I'm sorry. You got to take them back away from the fence because we want these guys to have a good experience here. So be respectful. Stay off of the fence. Don't move around. Don't be yelling. Those kind of things. While we're waiting, your calves coming over here, troops? Make sure you're testing your blowers. You got power. Probably don't try to run a double blower. I would just do one switch or you might blow pretty fast, okay? Perfect. We're going to pick on Randy Lenz with Purina. He needs to come join us in the show ring. He's waving. He says he'll come join us in a while. Again, we want to thank everybody for being a part of our first annual fall edition. And as you heard us talking about a little while ago, you know, the whole reason that the Classic started this is so that we have more time to do some fun educational things for the next generation of leaders that we don't have time to do in February. So as we get done with this here this afternoon, want to remind you, make sure and stop by our commercial displays that are here in the room. We've got several nice shopping opportunities here on the north side of the room here, so make sure you're visiting with them. We've got Cactus Jacks and Cunningham's if you're looking for a snack. And I believe the Hereford Association tonight in the sale ring is going to have a sale. So lots of fun things happening yet here on Friday. Why don't you guys all stand at the back of your chutes for me if you're got your spot all ready to roll. Why don't you just stand here at the back of your chutes? Well, the one extremely exciting thing is, you know what? We've got a ton of stuff for everybody. The Nebraska Cattlemen's Classic has sponsored jackets for each and every one of you. Biozyme Sure Champ Kevin Globius is here. He has a tube of paste for each and every one of you. Cody and Kinsey and Jefferson are up here with Aurora Cooperative. They have a bag of feed that you're going to pick up at their booth for them, and I believe they have sweatshirts for everybody. And Randy Lenz, the longtime supporter of the Classic, he hasn't missed one. I don't know where he's hiding. Randy, where are you hiding at now? You know, he is probably one of the biggest supporters of youth and doing neat activities at the Classic. He wears a couple hats. He actually sits on the Classic board of directors. And I can tell you he's the first one when I bring some crazy idea about starting something new for kids. He's like, yes, let's do it. We can make it happen. So he's got some certificates he's going to give you. When you stop at the Purina booth and you talk to him, make sure you're telling him thank you. So with that, I'm going to introduce your official judges here this afternoon. And kind of starting here in front of me, we've got Trace Hessler. He's coming to us from Hegler, Nebraska, Imperial, Nebraska. Josh Peterson coming to us from Nebraska City. Rob Cooper from Union, Nebraska. And you guys just got done working with Barb Ulrichs from Norfolk. So put your hands together. Give them a welcome to the ring. I'm going to give Barb the mic, let her give you a couple instructions. When she says go, you have 30 minutes. We'll give you a 10-minute warning, we'll give you a 5-minute warning, and we'll give you a 2-minute warning, okay? So we'll let Barb talk to you a second.
Okay, guys, the most important thing, and I seriously mean this, and I told these guys this, I says, yeah, we're serious about watching you guys do your job and everything that you know how to do right, but the most important thing is that you guys have fun. And when you get done, I know we're not to that point yet, but when you get done, thank everybody that has helped you get here, set everything up in the ring, and most importantly, please thank Ronette and all of the sponsors for the great job that they're doing to put on this event for you guys. We're here to have fun with you guys. They're going to give you time in, time out, all that. But as we're going through here, and we've all talked about it, just like I told you when I was trying to give you a little demonstration there, if you guys have any questions while we're there, real quick ones, we're not going to camp out there, but if you have any questions and you're not sure, don't be afraid to ask us, because it's a contest, but we're all here to learn and have fun. Good luck, guys. Ronette, they're on.
Go ahead and start. And pause, we blew power, so Brock and Cody are going to investigate what we got happening. Everyone stop, please, until we get the power issue resolved. Everybody just stand up and stop and look towards the middle of the ring. Let's get the power so everybody's... Unfortunately, for those of you that show in this facility are not surprised that we got a power issue, and only because I've got another board member sitting in the ring, Jeremy Schulte, that sits on the fair board, so he knows I'm giving him a hard time on the power. Okay, back on, everybody. the one thing, and I'm sure Barb will remember this, back in my day when we showed at Exarban and we were in the finals for showmanship, we had to take the calf from wet to finished and ready to fit. So be glad you don't got them wet, guys. You have 10 minutes left, so you have 10 minutes left. Don't worry, I'll give you a 5-minute, then I'll give you a 2-minute. 5-minute warning. You have 5 minutes left. Two-minute warning, 2 minutes. One-minute warning, 1 minute. time is in. Time is in. We'll help you. Cody's going to get you all unplugged. We'll get these things out of the way in the middle of the room, and we'll do a little parade. Parents or helpers ringside. What we're going to do after they do the parade and the judges tell me it's all right, I would like one of you to come in and grab the animal, and the youth will go back to their chute. So kind of prepare if you are a parent for one of the teams, if you want to kind of gather over here on one or the other side. When we tell you it's all right, we'll have you come in and take the animal. So give us a second. We'll get the power out of your way. Just stay kind of by your chute area with your calf for right now. Just stay in your area. For our spectators that are ringside, you know what? These boys and girls have done a lot of hard work in here. I'm going to ask you, let's put our hands together for all of them here, guys. I'll ask the judges, do you want them to make a circle, and then we can have a sponsor come in and get a calf? Are you guys ready for that? Barb, are you ready for one circle around? Stop back at your chute. And then we'll have your parent or someone come get the animal so you don't have to worry about that. All right, Team 5, why don't you go ahead. Young lady, put your heifer in motion and just let's make one circle all the way around, okay? The extra teammates just stay right by your chute. If you're not on the halter, just stand by your chute. Put your circle in motion. Everybody keep moving. Keep moving on around there, guys. Keep moving. The young lady, when she gets back here to the chute, that should position all of you about even with your chute. And so then your parent or someone will be able to come in and take the animal from you. So as soon as that young lady makes her way back up here. There you go. Okay. You guys ready for the adults to come in and grab the calves? Barb, All right, so adults, come grab the Kevs. Kids, you go to your chute. Kids, go to your chute. Adults, take the Kevs out of the ring. And then parents, make your way back in here. Ringside. Well, as the judges are getting their scoring all put together, how this is going to work is, like I said, you all get a jacket sponsored by the Cattlemen's Classic. You get a tube from Biozyme Sure Champ. Randy, wave your hand. You get a certificate from Randy, good for a bag of feed or a product from two from a respective dealer in your area. So he's going to hand you an envelope. Aurora Cooperative, they've got feed and sweatshirts. They've got the certificate. You'll go to their station and pick that up. And then we've got a whole gamut of awards for 1 through 5. But each and every one of you get those items that I just talked about. So that's pretty cool. So while you're all standing here, put your hands together and let's thank our sponsors, guys. They're the ones that donated all this stuff. The one really unique thing, and you heard Barb talking about it all afternoon, is working together and helping each other. And Dave Gertz, you're on the Classic Board. Why don't you join me here in the ring? There's a special award that the judges want me to point out. And if you guys were watching it all, there was one team in here that a young lady was spending most of her time coaching 2 of her teammates. And it was pretty awesome. I'm going to ask you guys, step here in the ring. We've got a special award for That's About Teamwork. So let's put our hands together for these guys. They're going to get a gift certificate to Weaver and a classic hat. So great job. First of all, tell me, how old are you?
7.
7. How about you, young man?
I'm 9.
9. Is this your sister or cousin? Cousin. That's awesome. Good job, young lady. You did a nice job helping them. Congratulations again. One last special thank you is these 4 individuals that donated their time. And let's put our hands together, guys. They volunteered to work with you today. We are going to work our way up from 5th to 1st. And if I can get my team, you're over here by 5th, and Brad with H&H is right there. It's a Weaver pile. We've kind of integrated each prize pile has Weaver and Sullivan products. So make sure you're stopping over to the Weaver trailer and make sure you're talking to Fred at Sullivan's. Tell them thank you for donating all these items. I got to put my cheetah readers on, so hold on a minute. All right, in 5th place is team number 4, the Showgirls Fitting Squad. Reese Locke, Easton Bowes, Reese Locks, Ella Sonnenberg, and McKenna Renner. Congratulations. In 4th place is team number 8. We've got Sydney Allard, Sarah Allard, and Collins Porter. You guys are all receiving a Weaver's Clipper bag and show halters if you want to stand by your items. In 3rd place, we have team number 13, Ben Spencer, Kinsley Bremer, and Baron Strope. They're receiving the Sullivan starter kit as well as show halters. your second place team, receiving the box sale show boxes that's called a Weekender. That's sponsored by the Classic and Mark Steffenga out back. And a Sullivan starter kicket goes to team number 2, the Landgren Ranch. Tyler Thompson, Jaylee Halstead, and Jackson Wright. And your first place team goes to team number 10, Bryson Stoltz, Connor Hogan, and Emma Hayes. They call themselves the Backdrop Bandits. They are receiving the Sullivan Stall Chute. We've got lights from Weaver and a starter package. So again, let's put our hands together for all of the boys and girls in here, guys. Now, my team is going to get themselves positioned at the jackets, combs, and soap. Randy's over here with Purina. Kevin's here with Biozyme. Cody and Kinsey are around from Aurora Cooperative. Make sure you get everybody, go get your stuff gathered, okay? Jackets and all your goodies. Thank you. Thank your sponsors. Want to let you know the Hereford activities will start in the sale ring here at 7 o'clock tonight. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.